What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Sunday. I'm doing the two-day slate. Bucks going against Raptors tonight at 7 p.m. Then we got tomorrow on Monday, 9 p.m. start for the second game of the two-day slate. So I got it broken down for you with my money six of my favorite plays on the board. So before we get going, if you're enjoying the content, want to see some more NBA action before the season winds down, go ahead and drop a like in the video. Let's try to get over 80 likes on this one. If we can hit that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's hop right into it, though. First guy up, I'm going to go with Giannis. There's too much for this Toronto team. Just racking up way too many rebounds. The defensive stats have been there because they've been attacking him at the rim a little bit more. With the 2 blocks and 3 blocks in both of the games. 64 DraftKings points last time out, so it's pretty plain and simple. He got, in 35 minutes, he got 64 DraftKings points. I think this game's going to stay a little bit tighter. He's going to get closer to 40 minutes, and he's still going to load up on the rebounds. He's just been too much. I thought Siakam would be able to slow him down a bit, but Siakam just isn't using his strength and his length enough. He's kind of just getting bullied by Giannis every time Giannis drives, and Siakam's just overwhelmed by him. So I think he's going to be able to go off here again in Game 3. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. I'm going to go with Steph Curry at 9,600. Another guy that's too much for their defense. The Trailblazers can't fight through the picks well enough. Steph Curry getting a bunch of clean licks from 3. And if he's getting that many, he's going to beat you one way or another. So 6 threes last game, 9 in Game 1. The assists were down in Game 3. Draymond kind of took over in that category, but still think Steph can drop 30 to 35 points on the field. Be very involved in the offensive end. He's shooting a lot of shots without KD, and that's going to continue in Game 4. So I think he's going to be able to get over 50 DraftKings points in the closeout elimination game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. I'm going to go with Draymond Green. Like I said, he's just been really filling it up, really doing well without KD. I kind of predicted that in the first game, that he'd bully this kind of Trailblazers team with no rim protection, with the MEYERS, Leonard, or Enes Kanter kind of out there. 42 DraftKings points, 48 and 67 last night with a big triple-double, 20, 13, and 12. So I think he's going to be able to put up another outing where he gets the double-double. Maybe he'll flirt with the triple-double again. And he's just kind of way too much of this team on the defensive end with the steals and the blocks. They can't really handle him down low for whatever reason. So he's been able to fill it up. His price tag has barely gone up over the last 2 games, even though he's been put on a show. And I think he's going to be able to get close to 50, maybe even more DraftKings points again here. Just too safe because their rim protection is so bad. And when he gets the ball inside the paint, he can also kick it out to the three-point shooters. So he's set up really nicely in this matchup. Doesn't have to deal with any overwhelming length down low, like he kind of had to do with Capella in the last series. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. Then I'm going to go with the BAKA. I think they're going to turn to BAKA a little bit more in this game. Marc Gasol in Game 1 and Game 2 has this look really bad. I mean, they're slowing down their offense because Gasol has really no threat on the court as right now. He can't hit any shots. His passing hasn't been great. He's normally known for his passing, but it hasn't been that great. And BAKA has been, well, at least in Game 2, he was the better player compared to Gasol with nearly a double-double in 27 minutes. So Nick Nurse came out and said, we might consider having 2 changes to the starting lineup. So I think Ibaka would definitely be number 1. And number 2 is going to be a guy I'm going to be recommending next. But I think at 4,100, if Ibaka does get the nod of the starting rotation or even just gets closer to 27 minutes he got in Game 2, I think he can return value here in this spot. They're going to leave him open for some threes. And if he can knock down the threes, he's going to be in a really good shape. He has been shooting better from 3 at home. So if he gets to going from 3 like he did against Philadelphia in that Game 7, he can be very pivotal at 4,100 and return a lot of value. So I really like his upside. And the minutes kind of upside now with the Gasol struggling and him potentially going into the starting lineup is going to be really big. So definitely track the news. But even if he's not announced in the starting lineup, I still like him just because I think he can get starter minutes off the bench. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. I'm going to go with Norman Powell. Like I said, I think this guy could honestly enter the starting rotation as well. Danny Green really struggling, and their offense is just very kind of, I don't know, really centered around Kawhi, and the spacing has been really bad. You have a bunch of guys that really can't attack the hoop. Siakam has tried to, but his length has been really neutralized by Giannis and Brook Lopez down low. You need some more athleticism on the court, and I think BAKA and Norman Powell are the two obvious guys that gives you that. If you put Powell at the 2, next to Lowry, Kawhi, SERGE, BAKA out there, and Siakam, it's just a much more athletic lineup that kind of counter Milwaukee's athleticism, which has really been bothering them in the first 2 games. So at 2,900, if he gets closer to 25 minutes again here, if he gets to start, he can easily return a ton of value. He looked really good in game 2. Back at home, the role players typically step up, so BAKA and Powell can be really pivotal in game 3 to get this back to 2-1, make it a little bit more doable to bring it back against Milwaukee. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my 5th guy. I mean, he could be announced to the starting lineup as well before 7 p.m., so keep an eye out on that. I honestly kind of hope they don't, just because they'll be lower owned. If they do get announced in the starting lineup, then they're going to be super chalky probably. But for my final guy, MEYERS, I was really confused in game 2 when they went to him in the 4th quarter. I mean, he hit some big shots in the beginning of the 4th, but just at the end of the game 2 in the 4th, he was just getting abused in the pick and roll. But in game 3, he kind of made it look kind of smart because he was scoring pretty well, but their defense still struggled with him out there. 27 DraftKings points in the total. So he's been good for fantasy scoring with him on the court. I'm going to assume that they're going to go back to Canada just after 1 game because that would kind of ruin with the... I feel like it kind of ruin with the mojo on the team if you just like bench a guy and put him back in the lineup. So I'm going to suspect that MEYERS will be in the starting lineup again. Probably get close to 25-30 minutes again here. And at 2,800 for a guy playing that many minutes, and he's being left open on a majority of his like shots for the most part because Damian Lillard has been getting the double teams, has really been struggling, so he's having to pass up some of his opportunities to give someone a better look like MEYERS. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. 2,800 for a guy that's in the starting lineup is way too cheap. It's a really good value. Lets you pay up for guys like Steph Curry and Giannis, who have been the 2 top scoring players on the slate, and also Draymond Green, who's coming off a monster game. So those 3 guys do what they have been able to do, and Norman Powell, BAKA, and MEYERS take advantage of the opportunities. This can be a very good lineup. So before you leave, go ahead and drop a like in the video if you enjoyed it. If you have any questions on making your own lineup, you can comment down below. Like I said, the first game is at 7 p.m., second game at 9 p.m., so keep that in mind. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Don't want to miss out on any more NBA. Also do MLB videos, and we're going to be doing NFL kind of preview, fantasy football season-long videos coming up soon. And then we got the daily fantasy, weekly fantasy advice for football as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. So good luck here. Hope you win some big money on this slate, and we'll see you back here again next time.